beautiful picture of yourself in your school uniform from home. Post your picture and tag us at Joy_Learning TV, #Uniform Challenge. Win the bragging rights as the school with the most beautiful uniform in GH, as well as the most well-dressed student title, and be acknowledged on all our social media handles and Joy Learning TV. Please, all students, stay away from this contest too. But if you still have your uniform as fresh and beautiful, you can try it. Why not? Joy Learning. Keep learning.
Well, let's go straight into our topic. And to introduce my element of surprise to you, he was the administrative manager of GAMRO, but now he is the chief executive officer of GAMRO, and is in the person of Abraham Ajete. Abraham, well, that's what I love calling you, or double critical. Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Okay, so let's go straight to it.
Yeah,
we are taking a look at the state of the copyright laws and infringements in this country, in our music business. Well, our case study is what happened with Drew, his music video, or his song Eat featuring Stonebwoy. Well, the music video had to be pulled down and all that. What is the state of copyright infringement in this country?
I think that way back, as at 1988, the Ghana Copyright Act, it was PNDC Law 10.
Okay.
Then it was perhaps the most advanced law that we had on the continent.
As in 1998?
Yes. Way back in because it was in 1981.
81.
So as at 1988, it was then being used by the World Intellectual Property Organization as the model law. The model law because in the Ghana law they took from, they borrowed from various aspects. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine that as late as 1988 we had computer software in our law?
Okay.
So we were very updated. So if you take a critical look at the Act 690, which is the Copyright Act, it has everything in it. In fact, things that we can still be talking about in the next 20 years. So I think that it's only that the industry had not then grown up to the level of the law. But in terms of law, we have everything. Look, when did we start private broadcasting?
Well, I can make
the
mention
copyright
of
law protects broadcasting organizations against their copyright. So every broadcasting entity that creates a program is protected under the law, and nobody can. And then the broadcasting organization, with due respect to them, some of them do not exercise that right. So in terms of copyright and the law, Ghana is way, way advanced. Maybe, perhaps what we can say is that we have not lived up to the rudiments and the expectations of the law.
In this current dispensation, as in 2020, can we still, speak of we being advanced and the law still being the very unique one that stands out in Africa?
Law basically are rudimental foundations of our normal life. So it doesn't just keep pace with one thing or the other, but it lays the foundation. So years back, we sat on horses. Are we not driving Toyota Camry now? Yeah, they are considered as transport.
Well, some people are even having flights.
Flights, So the foundation of the law is so strong that it can take care. Of course, laws will need review time and time again. So the review, but it will not be a total throwaway. No, it's about 90%, 95%. So we are up there. I believe that we are just not taking advantage of the
You are aware, and you've been following the issue with Mr. Drew, Rotimi, with Mr. Drew featuring Stonebwoy and the Rotimi issue. You are in the know of it.
Yes. Okay. I'm very up to date on because that's the business I do.
What did Mr. Drew do wrong here? If he did anything wrong at all?
Okay, maybe to situate the matter. This morning I read the PR document that he sent out. Okay. And that gave me, I was very happy about it. It gave me some assurance. They are up to the copyright laws. They know that something has happened and they will make sure that the thing is corrected. This is a great thing from Kewa, because Kewa is being a good brain behind a lot of the things. And for Kewa, platform or record company to put this thing out there, it means that there is no issue, but it's rather the media that has done pretty very well. Yes. Yes, I believe in what the media is doing. The media is now beginning to create some kind of boundary to copyright infringements. It's beginning to give us information, because we listen to a lot of music out there, it's not everybody who will be able to be in tune as to the change in lyrics, rhythm, or something that somebody else has done. It's not easy to have listened to Rotimi's song and to come and listen to Mr. Drew's own.
Okay.
And then suddenly people are really like you, with all due respect to you, talking about content. We are not talking about Rotimi's panties and then Mr. Drew's head. No, we are talking about the content and the structure of the content vis-a-vis the law. So I think that is
Have you had
helping.
the leverage or the opportunity to listen to both songs?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So do they bear the same lyrical content?
Yeah, okay. I don't think, for me to answer, let me give you a short 1 minute foundation.
Okay.
Under the law, under the Copyright Act, Section 1 of the Act specify works that are registrable under the law.
Okay.
Musical works, architecture, sculpture, choreography, dancing. You can't copy people who dance because choreography is arranged and written. It's somebody's creation. You understand? Like Uncle Ebo White does a lot of things. Then you think that because Uncle Ebo White is doing this and doing that, you can't do the same. No, they are all creativity. And the parts of the section 1 that I want to draw our attention is what we call adaptations and derivative works. What is an adaptation? Somebody has done something. Then you take a piece of it, you adapt it during your creation. It means that you have your creation. You understand the position. And within your creation, you have taken something that belongs to somebody. You understand? So that is what we call you have adapted something. Now, the second point is a derivative work. A work which has been derived from another work. So within derivative work, you have an adaptation. So somebody can use the intent and the idea of some work and then build upon it and becomes another work. That work is registrable and it belongs to you and that person. It means that that person didn't do everything, but you took what he has done,
bits of what he has,
and then you have added it to it.
What we nowadays call sampling.
Yes, a lot of people sample. You sample something. The sampling, that thing was created by somebody. Now you sample. What percentage did you sample? If you sample more than 70-80%, please, it's not yours. You are just adding to it. You have adapted a whole work and you are adding to it. So when we situate this discussion and learn from this, then there is what we call the law and its regulations and the industry norm. There are laws. That means that if somebody has a property, you cannot touch the property without the person's permission. Is that not it?
Yes.
And there is also the industry norm. Because we are guys, we are friends.
Relationship.
Yes, the relationship is already built. You already have some voices. When I come on my show, I will pick the voice and use it for public good. But because of the relationship, those things are not really necessary. But where you are moving onto a platform out of the relationship onto a platform where the public will come to the grips of the work, there is commercialization. Do you have the permission of the person to pick that work, add something to it and use it? So that is what is bringing a lot of challenge to a lot of right owners, musicians and choreographers and those in the art world. Now let's come to Mr. Drew issue. The first point I will make is that I'm not the sole recipientary of wisdom, and I'm not a lawyer. So there will be lawyers who will deal with the legal aspects of everything. You understand the position? And whatever I'm saying, somebody will also come and add his part. The work in itself, is it an adaptable work? Is it a derived work? Or is it a cover version? So we need to have a clear understanding of what is a cover version, what is an adapted work, and what is a derived work.
Well, derived and adapted, you just explained.
Yes.
So now let's focus. Can you give us the explanation on the cover too? How different, or what is the line of symmetry between these three?
People talk about cover and they don't have knowledge. You know the old vinyl?
Yeah.
The plate?
Yeah.
You know the plate always come with a cover.
A cover, yeah.
On the cover, what do you really remember?
Well, we have the names of acknowledgement of all the people who have contributed
to,
even if it's a percentage of contribution.
Even the artwork.
Yeah, even the artwork. Everybody who did something for that package to come out.
So
that
the genesis of cover version started from that. That is the history behind. It is something that you have seen. you have seen something, and what you have, the information of everything, and you love that thing. So you want to do the same thing.
Okay.
And you are saying that, let me copy. That's what in the olden days they call copyright. Oh, somebody is singing copyright. The person doesn't change anything. He's doing the same thing. When you do it in your home, nobody has a problem with you. When you record that same thing, it's a cover version.
Okay.
So
now,
in cover versions, nothing is changed.
Okay. Now let's get something straight here. So Mr. Drew does a song that belongs to Rotimi.
Yes.
The lyrics different.
Yeah.
Melody and probably the production wise, yeah, cool, same. He is, let's say when he did it and he uploaded it, he acknowledged Rotimi. He acknowledged Rotimi on every particular platform that he uploads. What does he find himself culpable to the law, or is he free of the tentacles of the law?
The point is that what he did, can we say of truism that he has Rotimi's material in it? Yes or no?
Yes.
That's the basis.
Yes, he has it.
Has he got the authority and permission of Rotimi? That's the question to be answered. Two, what percentage did he use so that we can classify it as a cover version, an adaptation, or a derived work? Then ask yourself another question: who is Mr. Drew?
He's a musician.
He's a musician.
Yes.
Where is he putting the material to? YouTube.
Okay, yes.
Is it in the private domestic domain, or is going to the public?
It's going to the public.
So what will people say about Rotimi and then that song? Will people relate Rotimi to that work? Yes. It means that, I don't know, but from what I'm reading, it means Kewa put something out there. It was only that they have been in touch, but the communication was a bit little. It means that they are taking steps. And now, at the time that they were taking these steps, why did they put it on to YouTube, which is a public platform available to other listeners? You understand the position? So, if they have not done what is required, they will be culpable by my estimation under the law, because you'll be shocked. I talked about the law and the norm.
Yes.
You'll be shocked that the next minute you see Rotimi and Drew on the same platform doing the same gig. It is the industry norm.
Hold on. Let me activate my phone lines. Well, the phone lines are being activated where my producer is telling me we can pick only 2 calls. So if the education is hitting you that much, you have any question here, well, the CEO of Gamro is here and he will do the answering to your questions. Yes. So, okay. So let's say I'm not a musician. I'm the normal IB. I'm singing someone's song. I'm doing cover versions of someone's song. And I video myself. And I post on my social media handle.
Are you making it available to the public? Or
yes,
is it
it's
private?
to the public.
So
social media is to the public.
So you are recording.
Okay.
You need the permission.
Then I will be held culpable.
You'll be held culpable because it is a song.
How about if I'm not the one videoing? Like, let's say I'm singing and one of the cameraman is like, oh, Charlie, this thing, they are doing it well. He videos it without my intention.
So what is the intent and purpose of the person putting it there?
He puts it on his social media platform.
He put it on his social media, and it is something social.
Without
it is something social. It is domestic. It has no issue. But are you recording it as a work? Then you need the permission.
Like I'm coming on there and I'm singing, I'm coming on, I'm just getting my ideology and my thoughts right. Hold on, I think we have a caller online. Charles, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Showbiz. Now, where are you calling us from, please?
I'm calling from Takoradi.
Okay, I don't know whether you have a question or a suggestion for us here.
Pardon, please.
I said, I don't know whether you have a question or you have a suggestion or you have some comments to make on what we've been talking about.
I have a question.
You have a question? Okay, well, let's hear your question.
I want to know about the Ghana Music Board.
The Ghana Music Board?
Musica.
Musica. Okay, yeah.
They register every single artist which comes out, or they just come out and then make names by themselves?
Wait, Musica or Gamro? Because he is the CEO of Gamro, which is the royalty collection body mandated by the government in this country. So, which one do you want to know? Under Musica or under Gamro?
Musica.
Musica.
Yes, please.
Okay, well, I'm not sure. Can you help?
It's just simple so that we can.
Okay.
Musica is a union of artists.
Yes. Yeah.
And then they don't register music.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It's just a union of, like the Ghana Journalists Association. It's an association of artists. They look, they promote their welfare and their interest. They don't register works. They don't collect money for anybody. They do a welfare system to take care of themselves. So.
Now, if I can understand him, let me shift it to Gamro. I'm sure what he had wanted to ask was, Gamro, do you register the musicians? Like, if you hear a musician, you register the musician, or the musician will have to come forward and say, I want to be a registered member of Gamro?
You can never give medicine to somebody who doesn't know that he's ill or is not ill. And the person will have to tell you what kind of illness. Rights ownership belongs to individuals. You understand? So if you are Mr. Kofi, you own certain rights. I will never know. Sometimes the only way I will know is when I hear it on Multimedia, one of the networks. So it is incumbent on the rights owner to come over. And there is freedom of association. So you must give over your property to Gamro so that Gamro can go and chase it and collect the due royalties.
Well, so Adam, let me pick my last caller. Adam, good morning and welcome to Showbiz Now.
Yeah, good morning.
Please, where are you calling us from?
Please, it's Legon.
Okay, I don't know whether you have a question, a comment, or a suggestion.
Well, mine is a comment.
It's a comment. Okay, yes, please let it go.
Rotimi and Mr. Drew.
Okay.
Yeah, most artists normally do cover up. They do cover.
Yeah, the cover versions.
Yeah. But, Mr. Drew's own, you've not seek the permission yet, and then you are using it for monetization. Automatically, it means you meant business for the song. And then I learned the song itself is not a rhythm. The song title is the love rhythm. So you don't know more than Empire. So what they are saying is a no-no. And then secondly, too, you feature a bigger artist in GH on it. So it's a no-no. Well,
thank you very much. Well, we're live on Facebook. It is Joy Prime Official, so you can tell a friend to be able to watch it. Well, and one thing I know that before, even as of yesterday, is there has been a delegation by Mr. Drew and the management to go to who have been to Stonebwoy and have done some sort of apology to Stonebwoy for, bringing him into all this brouhaha. I don't know what you will say about that too.
Yeah, what I will say is that it's a good response, and that means that our other artists and friends will have to be very careful. As much as you will long to collaborate and do other things, let's find out, because suddenly Stonebwoy, without any fault of his, is involved in a certain brouhaha. With all the intention is to help a fellow artist, and suddenly this whole thing, and is building the brand. What will people say about the brand? And I think that going to Stonebwoy to talk to him is a good move. And I think that they are doing very well. In fact, I am very impressed by how Kaywa and Mr. Drew and others are approaching the matter. It shows very good respect and very good. I think that Mr. Drew is the kind of artist I would love to ensure that administration is done for him. He's showing the mettle of who we are in the industry. This industry is a family.
Well, Brother Kerewa, well, you've gotten it from the CEO of Gamro. Please hold him by it. Hold it to it.
I'll be, in fact, when I leave here, I'm going to call Kaywa. And I'm going to be part of that delegation. Because it's music. Whatever version, cover, derivative, adaptation has been done, you will never know what will hit the millions. But we need to seek the appropriate permission and put it into the public domain. And suddenly...
Is Mr. Drew registered under Gamro?
No. To the best of my knowledge, no.
But
I follow it.
You follow it?
Yes, I'll.
But now you'll be so excited to.
I'm so excited to be part of it, and I'll get him to be registered. Even when he has not registered, I'm going to be part of the delegation. Lead it, go, explain the issues, and be at his back. I'm going to get the chairman of the board involved, and then that will begin the process. Jesus Christ came for the sinners. So when we make mistakes, it is also a platform to build upon it. Things that people don't know, when they get to know and they are taking steps to regularize it, we must appreciate it. And I think I'm very happy to do that.
So I'm sure there are lots of musicians watching. There are lots of people who are also into business management and the business part of music. What would you want to tell them? Please address them in this camera.
I want to say that you may not be the president, you may not be the finance minister, but you are the president and you are because this is show business. There is broken into two. There is the show and there is the business. As much as we do the show, as right owners, artists, you are creators. Let us learn all the rudiments of the game. Let's get some advice, and Gamro is available to you. You can come, even if you are not a member, come. get the information. When you get the information, we will avail all necessary resources from creative, administration, and collection of royalties. So it's an open air field. It is not rightly totally a mistake. Mistake begins with creativity, and creativity is always something that the world wants to appreciate.
Well, I think to the highly spiritual team, well, you have done a remarkable job, and it's a job that the CEO of Gamo himself will love to, add or, support it with his reputation that he has accrued to himself throughout the years. And also to you who you stayed with us before, from the beginning till the end, and the two callers, we just want to say a big thank you to you. And Double Critical, thank you so very much for making time.
I'm thankful to the network
for the education you have done, and I'm sure a lot of people have benefited from it. And also many thanks going out to the one who is always supporting us, Luminary DMR. We are so grateful to you on the show. Well, tomorrow we're going to be sitting to have a beautiful discuss again. Now this is the music that Drew featured Stonebwoy in.
Say this rhyme with me. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, and all play and no work makes Jack a lazy boy. We've been learning from home all this time on Ghana's first educational channel, Joy Learning. Now it's time to have fun and prove to other schools how beautiful our uniforms are. Yes, the Joy Learning Uniform Challenge on Instagram is the place to prove this. Follow us on Instagram at joy_learning_TV. Take a beautiful picture of yourself in your school uniform from home. Post your picture and tag us at joy_learning_TV. Hashtag Uniform Challenge. Win the bragging rights as the school with the most beautiful uniform in GH, as well as the most well-dressed student title, and be acknowledged on all our social media handles and Joy Learning TV. Please, all students, stay away from this contest too. But if you still have your uniform as fresh and beautiful, you can try it. Why not? Joy Learning. Keep learning.
Hello, students! How well can you answer very simple, interesting riddles? Come, let's test our smartness on the Joy Learning Trivia Riddles. How do you participate in this interesting and rewarding challenge? Follow these tips. 1. Follow us on all Joy Learning social media handles. Facebook at Joy Learning and Twitter at Joy Learning TV. 2. Check out the Daily Riddle on Joy Learning TV and all our social media handles. 3. Post your correct answer to the riddle of the day on our social media handles. Get the answer correctly and be rewarded with a well-deserved acknowledgement on Ghana's first educational TV channel, Joy Learning. Joy Learning Trivia Riddles. Let's learn with fun and lots of excitement. Joy Learning. Keep learning.
The all-new Urban Morning Show.
Spiced with crisp current affairs to make it even more informative. We start your day with an in-depth analysis of the news headlines.
And help you digest it with great magazine and lifestyle content.
It's Prime Morning. Very educative.
Very entertaining, fun, and exciting.
And it's interactive too. I am Daniel Dazi.
My name is Emefa Kosia Adeti.
And my name is Jay Foley.
Catch all exciting reloaded Prime Morning Mondays through to Fridays at 6 a.m. only on Joy Prime.
Joy Prime, real entertainment.
Why did you turn my marriage into a money-making venture? Like uncle, like nephew.
Sweet tomato.
You did what? Agnes, we are in the guest room. In my